The following program is sponsored. The opinions and statements made by the hosts and guests do not necessarily reflect the views of WBOB or its parent company, the Chesapeake Portsmouth Broadcasting Corporation.
It's time for Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. Angela and Howard talk about what's new in real estate and answer your buying and selling questions. To participate in today's show, call 222-TALK. That's 222-8255. And now, here are Angela and Howard.
Good morning. There we are. Good morning, everyone in Northeast Florida. Let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
I am super happy today. Like, I'm happy every Saturday, and you know that to be true. But I am more happy today.
Well, is that because you didn't get stuck by a train today?
Actually, I did get stuck by a train. I'm still on time.
But
so
you
that was
still
good
got
news.
here on time.
I did, but that's not why.
I know why.
You know why?
Because there are extra people here in the studio today.
It's like my whole family's here. My team.
Well,
yes.
you
so
know,
you're here.
I'm here.
And Rob's here.
I'm here.
And Anna's here.
I'm here.
We're all here.
Yeah, we're going to
This is
tell
so
everybody
exciting.
about that. You know, we had a great week. We hope everybody had a great week today. And it's mainly because we always have a great week. And it's mainly because we get to associate ourselves with such great people every single day. Whether it's the people in our office at Watson, our great buyer's agent, Rob, who Angela said is in our studio today. So say hi, Rob.
How's it going?
All right. You're going great.
I'm doing great.
You're doing great.
I feel great.
Yay.
Or our right-hand fantastic executive assistant, Anna, who's also in the studio today. Say hi, Anna.
Hi.
Your first time on the radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ever? You never been on the radio before?
Never.
Oh, it's exciting.
Well, we know you've listened to the radio before.
Of course.
All right. Or the many wonderful buyers and sellers that we have the honor of helping every single day. What a great life we have. Right, Angela?
Yes, but wait, I have to do something right now.
What do you have to do
I have
right
to give a shout out to the customer that I have been helping for several weeks now. He's in town. We spent all day together yesterday, and I'm having so much fun with this family finding them the right house, because you know that is my claim to fame. Like I'm not happy if they buy the wrong house, right?
That's right.
And so it's probably our fifth day shopping over several weeks, and we have been in search of the perfect house. And this morning, as I was driving in, I was talking to him. So he's listening. So I want to give a shout out. Good morning to Matthew. And, he decided on a house today. So we were talking about that while I was driving in, and I'll be making the offer when I get off the radio. So
Well, that's
super
good.
exciting.
Good
Yeah, nice guy.
morning, Matthew.
Yep, moving here from Maryland. So
Yeah, he had a little farmette in Maryland, and now I'll be buying a house with some property here in the Jacksonville area. And
yes,
we're
super exciting.
Yeah, and we're going to be happy to have he and his family here.
So sweet, so sweet. They are going to be such a perfect addition to Jacksonville, I tell you. It's awesome.
I love it.
Yes.
You know, we got this great life because we get to meet so many great people. Like, we closed on a house this week for Joe and Dot. They're regular listeners on the show. We make such great friends with our customers. We're even having dinner with Joe and Dot on Monday night. And that's the type of relationship that we often make with our clients. I just love that.
We're having dinner with Carol and Gus tomorrow night.
Yeah,
We
more
bought
customers.
and sold houses with them.
That's right.
Yep.
We, of course, we do this show as well to build more great relationships. And we can start with just a phone call and so let's get the phones ringing. So if you have a question about real estate, give us a call at 904-222-8255.
222 talk to me. You have to call 222-TALK.
I have an idea.
TALK.
To get the phones ringing. Let's start off with a contest.
Okay.
All right, so here it is. This week's contest is about energy use that's not only in your home, but energy use in your car as well. So counting the 50 states and the District of Columbia, which one of those locations do we spend the most or least on total energy costs? So that's electricity, natural gas, gasoline, and fuel oil. Now, of course, we don't use much fuel oil here.
Not too much.
Not too much, because hardly anybody has oil for their heating system. But which state has, you can guess, either the highest total energy cost,
yes,
or the lowest total energy cost.
Two ways to win.
So it's not
it sounds
just
like.
the cost of electricity, but it's also based on usage. So put your thinking caps on, and you can guess either the highest or the lowest.
It makes me think it's probably somewhere with extreme temperatures.
Well, you'll just have to
I'll
guess.
have to
and
wait
I
and
didn't
see.
tell you the answer ahead of time.
I know.
So
I'm kind of interested.
So let's see.
I'm gonna guess
Is
it.
anybody going to guess? So call us with your guess at 904-222-8255.
Okay.
Are you thinking? Are you thinking?
I'm thinking.
Anna, are you thinking? Rob, are you thinking?
I do on occasion.
You do think on occasion?
On occasion.
Okay. So which one?
You better think on a lot more than on occasion. Okay.
So think oil, gasoline, natural gas, and electricity. The combined cost of purchasing them,
Right.
also the usage of all of them.
Well, actually, the answer's written right here, and I didn't guess it.
You didn't guess it? Okay.
Was way wrong, in fact.
So you can guess either the high or the low. Take a guess. Give us a call. Don't be afraid to call and talk on the radio. It's fun to talk on the radio. Anna just did it for the first time. Was it difficult for you, Anna? Wasn't it easy?
Very easy. I survived.
You survived it. Before the show, I said to Anna, "We're going to get you to talk on the radio," and she said, "Oh no, I'm just here to listen." So, and we got her to talk. So that's great.
area code 904-222-TALK, which is 8255.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, now, Angela, how was the week in real estate here in Northeast Florida?
Well, Howard, this past week, according to the Florida Multiple Listing Service for homes and condominiums, 714 offers got accepted. Now, that's down 6% from last week. 852 new homes came on the market, and that's up 7% from last week. 150 of the 852, they're already under contract, 49 of which went under contract on the very first day. And 541 of you actually closed on a home for yourself, and we say...
Congratulations.
That's right. Now, that number's down 11% from the previous week, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Well, it is, because
It
you
is.
know that's how it works, right? Because we get a lot of closings at the end of the month, so we count them in the first week of the next month. Now we're in the second week. That's how it rolls.
All right.
Yes.
How about interest rates? They've gone up a little bit for 3 weeks in a row after the Fed raised the interest
Telling
rates.
you, people, if you guys are sitting on the fence, it's time to get off the fence because the rates are rising. The average 30-year rate rose 7/100ths of a point to 4.03%. Now, this time last year, it was 3.42%, so it was a lot lower last year. The 15-year rate rose also 7/100ths of a point to 3.29%. Now, this time last year, it was 2.72. The VA and the FHA 30-year rate, it remains unchanged at 3.75. So I'm telling you, if you can get an FHA loan, that's a sweet deal.
It is a sweet
Because you
deal.
only put down 3.5%. You know, the interest rate's at 3.75%. The credit score's lower. The amount of debt that you can have is higher. It's a good loan.
You got all sorts of good information to tell people.
Did you know that I'm kind of smart?
Well, I did know that. I only hang around with smart people because we got Anna here and we got Rob here, all kinds of smart people.
I'm kidding.
And we're going to make our listeners smart too. We're going to infotain them the rest of the rest.
I like it.
Yeah, we got all sorts of stuff that's going to be going on the rest of the show here. We've got a segment called Bet You Didn't Know. We've got a scam of the week. We've got
Wish I had a realtor.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
A really interesting story coming up. And we've got a landlord-tenant tip of the week. So Anna is a landlord. We got a tip for you. And I'm a landlord. I already knew this one, but I'm going to tell it to everybody. And Angela, you're a landlord.
I'm a landlord
too.
also. Yep.
And Rob, you used to be a tenant, so not anymore.
Nope, he's
but
a
it's a
homeowner.
tip for everybody because everybody knows a landlord tenant. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hey, WBOB listeners, it's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I don't just do the radio show. We are active realtors. When it's time to buy, we will interview you to determine your specific housing needs. Distance to work, style of home, school needs, distance to place of worship, kids' activities, lifestyles, number of bedrooms, budget, and so much more. In short, we do our very best to find you your perfect home. We won't waste your time showing you houses that don't fit your needs. Whether you're moving up, moving into your first home, or now an empty nester, you can trust us for the most important purchase of your life. It's what we do. It's what we'll do for you. Experience the Angela and Howard Team Advantage. Call us at 421-7950.
Is there something going wrong with your garage door or opener? My name is Peter, and I am the owner of Quality Door Service. And my basic garage door repair starts at just $125, and that includes parts. Included with your repair, I will instruct you about fire and safety, protection from hurricane and burglary, and maintenance on your garage door. Call me today at 588-4817. That's 588-4817. Angela and Howard did.
Are you buying a property being sold by HUD? As a buyer, you can select Watson Title Services of North Florida as your settlement agent. Avoid having to deal with out-of-town companies and make sure you get the world-class customer service of Watson Title Services that Angela and Howard have come to expect. Call them at 461-3220 when you're looking at buying a HUD property to ensure your purchase goes through as smoothly as possible. That's 461-3220. Angela and Howard do.
There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years' experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046.
This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by CMG Financial. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
And then Rob say,
Welcome back, everybody. We are so excited to be here on this wonderful, beautiful, happy, perfect weather Saturday morning.
can you
Did you
add a
see-
few more adjectives to that?
I can. You know, it's a Chamber of Commerce kind of day. Did you see the blue skies with the white puffy clouds? I love me some Florida weather. I can't help it. It's so awesome.
How
now,
many
I will tell
cups
you,
of coffee did you have this morning?
Anna's such a great person on our team. She brought me Starbucks. So when I get Starbucks, I go like, brrr. Sorry.
Where is your not mute button? Where is your? I said not mute.
Oh, he's gonna be fired.
No, I said not mute button. What's the button to like turn down your excitement button?
I can't. I'm so happy that my team's here today. This is awesome. You know what? I want to tell you why it's important to have a team.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, so Matthew came in town this week
Your customer,
with
Matt,
just
yeah.
like a day's notice, right? So I was scurrying to get everything together to make sure I had enough properties to show him because he's flying in just for the day. And I wanted it to be really worth his time, not just the one or two houses that he knew about, but to find some more inventory. And so it was awesome because I have a team. So even though I'm out in the field with him in the car and we're working, you're looking for houses for him.
That's right.
Anna's looking for houses for him. So we had just this group effort. And you know what? By the end of the day, I heard him on the phone with his wife going, Wow. We spent all day out here, and Angela's had her whole team trying to help us. Like, they really care about us, and they're trying to help us get the right house.
Well, that's what we do.
So it's nice.
It's an advantage
I love my
to
team.
have a team work together.
Absolutely.
And not
a
only-
team can do a lot more than any one realtor could do by themselves.
And
you
that's
betcha.
not only on the buying side, it's also on the selling side
yeah.
too. Because if we need to show a house to someone and one of us is not available, the other one can.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
It's like this weekend, you and I are doing 4 open houses for our customers.
Well, and Rob's doing one too. No, we're doing 5.
Oh, we're doing 5.
Yeah, we're doing 5 this
Sorry about
weekend.
that.
Yeah. So, we are really servicing our sellers. Absolutely. Right?
It's great.
I love it. Love it. Love it. I think we have the best job. We're so lucky to meet people all the time and then to provide such a valuable service, because the home is the most important part of our lives. It's where we go to unwind. It's where we are ourselves. It's where we can take off our cloak, that we hide.
You almost like you said, take off our clothes.
Well, you do that
we
in your house.
too, but
But that's not what I meant. But okay.
oh, did I
Everybody's-
fluster you, didn't I, Angela? We're having a good time here on Real Estate
You remember
Radio.
this is PG radio, right? Okay. Anyway, I just love it. And, it's important to find the right house for the right family. That's why I get up every day.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
All
Yes,
right, I
you
want to get
took
back
me-
to the contest because
Okay,
no
what
one's
is the
called
contest
in
and
yet.
no one's called?
I'm going to read it again for everybody's sake because we haven't had anybody call yet. So this week contest is about energy uses, counting the 50 states and the District of Columbia, which we always count. What location do we spend the most or the least on total energy consumption? Electricity, natural gas, gasoline, and fuel oil. They didn't count coal in this because so few people use coal nowadays for heating. So the answer is based on cost per unit as well as actual usage per household.
So pick the high state or the low state.
Whichever one you want.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can guess both. I don't care.
Okay.
All right. Call
Awesome.
us at 904-222-8255.
Yes.
Yeah. And we'll put you on the air and you can guess. And maybe we'll put Anna on the air again or Rob on the air or all 4 of us will get you to talk. All right. You know what?
What?
I'll bet you didn't know. It's a segment that we've been doing for, gosh,
A while.
about a year now.
Yeah, I think so. A year.
Bet you didn't know. And you know what? Bet you didn't know that Rob was going to do this segment. So, Rob, take it away.
Thank you. I bet you didn't know that a full 88% of property managers and landlords raised their rent in the last 12 months. Did you know that?
I didn't know. 88%?
88%.
So rents are
I didn't
going
know
up.
that.
Yeah, they are.
And you know what? Somebody should tell my tenant, because I didn't raise the rent on him since he's moved in. I like him so much.
Wow.
I want him to stay.
Okay, so 88% raised their rent. Okay.
And as you know, if you're a property owner, your interest payments on your mortgage do not increase. So many renters remain as renters because they don't think they could possibly buy a house.
Right.
They don't think they could qualify.
Right.
Yeah.
They either think there's credit score, their monthly payments, or even a down payment that they may need.
Oh.
So I bet you didn't know that the average credit score for a new home buyer using an FHA mortgage was under 700.
I thought it'd actually be a lot higher than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually 683.
Wow.
Yeah,
Only 683.
Only 683.
that's right. I think that you can go with FHA, you can go all the way down to 640. Yep.
Wow. So a
Wow.
lot of people think they can't qualify because their credit score is lower, and but it's really 683. That's the average. So most people are lower. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
What
also,
else?
I bet you also didn't know that you don't need 20%
A lot of people think that.
or a down payment to buy a house. You don't.
Right.
No.
Tell me more.
You don't even need 10%.
Tell me more.
In fact, fully 60% of first-time home buyers put down less than 6%.
What do you
That's
need?
amazing.
Yeah.
Really, that's more than half, right?
That is more than half.
Yep.
And I also bet you didn't know that using an FHA mortgage program, you can put half that.
Yeah. It's what,
That's
3.5%?
3.5%.
Yeah.
Wow. What if you don't have 3%?
Well, if you don't have 3%, we can help.
Tell me more.
First-time home buyers can qualify for up to $15,000 and sometimes an additional $15,000 of, get this, free money.
Did you say free money?
Did I say free? I said free money. And they can use that to pay for a down payment or to even buy more of a house.
Now, here is an even more impressive bet you didn't know. Angela and I have put several first-time home buyers into houses in the last couple of years. We love first-time home buyers.
Yeah, we do.
In each case, they went from an apartment into a home, and the home was a larger square footage than the apartment. Now, here's the kicker. Their payments with principal, interest, taxes, and insurance actually was less than their rent payment.
Wow.
That's amazing. It
Now
is.
think about that. It was less. Their mortgage, their full payment was less than the rent that they were paying.
That's
Isn't that
really
amazing?
awesome.
To own their own home.
To own
You
their
know,
own home.
I have to add to that, Howard, that we've sat at many a closing table with someone who used to rent that's now, a first-time home buyer, and they had cried their eyes out with joy of just being so excited to know that they could own a home instead of renting.
Yeah, and we helped them with
It's
that.
one of the most exciting parts of what we do.
That's why I love first-time home buyers, because they are the most excited. They're the most
They
grateful.
appreciate it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
just wonderful to put a first-time home buyer in a home. Just absolutely wonderful. They really are crying to be handed the keys and say, I don't have to rent anymore. I have my own home.
Yes.
It's just great.
It is always a beautiful moment for sure. So I bet that everybody's listening knows someone who's renting who needs to own. So here's what I want to say.
What do you want to say?
Have them stop paying their landlord's mortgage and have them start paying their own mortgage. So call us after the show. Now, of course, I'm Angela, and you can reach me at 465-3845. That's actually my cell phone.
Or you can call me, Rob, at 888-7474.
That's the easiest number.
Easiest number.
I like it.
888-7474.
Or
Love
you
it.
can call me Howard. So we're going to have a contest here. Who's going to get the calls? Call me at 687-8161. Call any of us. That's the advantage of having a team. We actually call ourselves a team, and most people don't know this. We call ourselves the Walker Vergalis team because Angela is Angela Walker. I'm Howard Vergalis. How did your name get first, by the way, under Walker Vergalis rather than
I have
Vergalis?
so many answers to that question.
We won't get into
Let's
it.
start with I haven't been in business longer.
Yeah, but I'm older.
I'm smarter.
Respect your elders. We're just going to go right over that one.
I knew you would. I'm sorry. You know how I am.
You know
I
what?
love bantering with you.
In all seriousness, it really doesn't matter who you call because you really are going to get great service, whether it's
Absolutely.
from Angela, Rob, or me. And we're all backed up, of course, by Anna. Right, Anna?
Yes, I'm here.
You are here, and you're going to get great service from any of us. And when one of us has a question about something, of course, we depend on each other for
We do.
that assistance. And one of us is busy or something, the other one can step right in and help. So
yeah.
it's just,
It's a great service that we provide.
and we all love
we
what
figured
we're
out
doing.
how to do it very, very well.
Hey, you know what I think we should do?
What?
There's only about a minute left. We should tell a secret about each of us. So I'm going to tell something about Rob.
Oh, boy. Wait,
Rob
why, why don't you let him tell a secret?
Okay. Tell us what's something interesting about you, Rob, because there is something interesting, and you know what I'm talking about, of course.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Tell everybody what's really interesting about you, other than the fact that you have a beautiful wife and 3 lovely children.
The most interesting thing is I'm on the Jacksonville Jaguars drum line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So he can beat the beat.
Yeah.
So he's got some great stories about being here in Jacksonville locally, but also goes, of course, to the game in England.
London. Yeah, we went to London.
in London,
Yeah.
yeah. And you were with Atlanta Falcons before the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Yes,
right?
when we lived in Atlanta. It was a
Yeah.
great experience. Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
His cool factor is way higher than yours and mine combined.
I haven't,
Just so you know.
I haven't told you my real cool factor.
Oh, God.
I won't-
Okay,
I
what
won't-
is it?
I won't share that on radio. But anyway,
I don't even
We
know.
don't have time for that one.
I don't even know where you're going.
I don't know, but we got lots more coming up on the show. We got landlord and tenant tip of the week. We haven't had anyone guess on our contest, so stay with us, everybody. We got lots more. We'll be right back.
Ed Dean, Mike Gallagher, Dennis Prager, The Savage Nation, Mark Levin, Laura Ingram, WBOB, AM 600 and FM 101.1. The Answer.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. An investigation is underway into a fire that broke out at a skyscraper in Honolulu, leaving at least 3 people dead. The building is 36 stories high. It had no sprinkler system inside. Authorities say the fire broke out yesterday afternoon on the 26th floor. That's where all the dead were found. Officials are telling people not to go anywhere near a neighborhood where a dramatic video showed a massive sinkhole swallowing a house yesterday. The sinkhole opened up yesterday morning in Land O'Lakes in Florida and quickly swallowed one home and consumed about 80% of another. After disappointing second quarter earnings for J.P. Morgan Chase, CEO Jamie Dimon yesterday told reporters economic growth is being stifled right now by gridlock in the nation's capital. At Wall Street yesterday, the Dow gained 85 points, the Nasdaq up 38. This is SRN News.
Don't stress over a leaky or damaged roof. Just call Perkins Express Roofing. Perkins Express Roofing is available 24/7. If you've had damage from a storm or accident, there's a good chance insurance will cover it, and Perkins Express Roofing will do all of the paperwork for you. If you're remodeling, renovating, or building a new home or building, let Perkins Express Roofing's parent company, MCM Builders, do a free estimate and show you how much they can save you. From a leak to a whole roof, Perkins Express Roofing is locally owned and operated and totally licensed and insured. Your roof is one of the most important parts of your home. Trust the professionals at Perkins Express Roofing. Call 904-525-2277 or 626-2860. Currently hiring sales reps. Equal opportunity employer. Perkins Express Roofing says we keep you covered. 525-2277 or 626-2860. State license number CCC 1330452.
The first Zaxby's started with a simple idea. Create a restaurant that brings together friends, family, and flavor. And from those humble beginnings, Zaxby's became something even more. Zaxby's became proud members of communities all over the country, including right here in Northeast Florida. And over the years, each booth in Zaxby's restaurant has seen it all. The first dates that never end, and the stories worth a second telling. Lunch breaks come with a side of office gossip, and dinners where everyone's too hungry to speak. Tailgates with friends and family, and post-game celebrations with complete strangers. You name it, Zaxby's has been along for the ride, including the occasional road trip or two. Because food this inviting is bound to add a lot of flavor to your life. Friends, family, flavor, Zaxby's, conveniently located in Nassau, Duval, and Clay counties. Indescribably good.
So you got the top guy at CNN and his lieutenants who basically already told the reporters, so-called, and the host, so-called, go after this Russia, go after. We're getting our ratings up. We're making money. Advertisers, go, 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 right? So they have prostituted themselves. They've sold out. They're not a news organization anymore. So let me ask you this question. As a result of that, why should they be treated as a news organization?
Mark Levin, weekday evenings at 6 on WBOB, AM 600 and FM 101.1. The Answer. Stuck in traffic? WBOB has the answer.
Hey, watch out for the construction over there at the Bay Meadows Road area, blocking the right lane in the 95 area, Princeton Square Boulevard West area, and Old Bay Meadows Road. So watch out there. Going to be sunny today, looking for a high about 92 with the heat index today and tomorrow near 103 and a partly cloudy tonight. A low of 76 degrees. Up to 83 right here, WBOB AM 600, The Answer.
Let's return to Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. So excited to be here on this beautiful Saturday morning.
We're having a great time here in the studio today
We
because we
are.
got our whole team here today.
Yes.
We've got Rob, our drum line for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and our buyer's agent. He loves taking buyers out and getting
He
them all.
loves it. And you know why he loves it?
Why does he love
Well, I
it?
guess you could tell why. Why do you love it? Why do you love buyers?
Because I was once in their shoes.
And did you have a good realtor?
I had an awesome realtor.
Sorry.
All right, I'm telling everybody. Angela was his realtor, and he had such a great experience that he wanted to become a realtor.
I
So,
know, right? Isn't
that's
that
right.
so cool?
That's very cool.
It is very
when
cool.
you can have someone to inspire you
Yeah.
to finally find your calling.
Oh,
It's,
I know.
It's an amazing
I'm going to
thing.
cry.
That's great. So we're telling stories about each of us, and not Angela, but Anna has a nickname here in the group.
Well, in her world, not before she ever even came to us.
Yeah,
This is why I hired her, actually. It sealed the deal for me when she told me that.
what's your nickname?
So among our family and friends,
Yes,
I like to get things done, and my nickname has become the handler.
the handler.
Yes.
So this is not like a mafia term.
No.
Okay, We're not like that.
But you know what I love about it? I could tell her anything, and just in conversation, and next thing I know, she's done it. So I love that. Like I was saying, gosh, I got to make an appointment to go to the doctor. Next thing I know, she's like, "You're going Tuesday at 10:30." I was like, "What?" She seriously is handling everything, and I love it. And it's made my life so much better.
Okay, what's interesting about you?
Nothing.
Nothing. You work 12 to 15 hours a day.
Oh, more than that. Yeah.
And me-
Every
About
day.
16 hours
Me
every
too,
day, 7
yeah.
days a week. Hope to retire in 7 years. Want to get an RV. Want to travel around and see our beautiful United States of America.
that sounds like fun.
That's the plan. So I'm just
7 years.
working really hard right now to do that. So anyone who needs a great realtor needs to call. And by the way, we have callers.
Okay.
Woohoo.
Well, let's go to the caller.
Contest time,
Good morning,
no doubt.
Patrick.
Good morning. I have a question. I purchased a house that's on the historic register.
Yes.
Built in 1890. And I'm looking to come up with some funds to restore it. And I didn't know if there was any type of grants or loans or stuff like that are available.
The best place to check is with the Preservation Society. So, like if you're in San Marco or if you're in Avondale, they have preservation societies.
Right. This is in Clay County.
Oh, it's in Clay County. I don't know that there's one in Clay County. You know what? I'd be happy to research that for you and then call you back after the show. Is that okay?
Sure.
Well, you're thinking of free funds. Now, there are special programs to get homes renovated. So they're not free, but there are special programs for renovations.
Free, but I'm looking for like a low interest loan. Well, loans are low interest nowadays, but it's not inhabited and it needs a complete makeover, basically.
Are you going to live in it, or what are you thinking of doing with it?
Probably going to use it as rental property.
Oh, interesting. My guess is that there will be some strict guidelines about that if you do get some money that qualifies through any of the Preservation Society, that it might be that you have to live in it. I don't really know. But anyway, I'll check all that out and I'll let you know. Does that sound good?
All right, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to put you back with our producer so we get his name. We have
already
your
got
name
it.
and number. He already got it.
Alan's already got it. Alan is on the
All
ball.
right,
By the way,
Patrick.
Alan is also a great member of our team. So, anyway, Patrick,
Okay,
thank you for calling.
So we'll give you a call as soon as we get that information for you, okay? All right, he's gone. Was there
All right.
another caller?
There is not another caller,
Okay,
but we
perfect.
invite other people to call at
We do indeed.
904-222.
We're friendly. We don't bite.
255 for a guest to our contest, which is what of the.
Wait a minute before
what-
you start
what?
that. I just feel like we need to be consistent.
Consistent. Yeah.
We did 3 out of 4 things.
Well, I said the same
You
thing that I work all the time.
Oh, that's
you
not
want me-
what's
you want me to tell
interesting
me-
about you.
That I have a pilot's license.
I find that interesting.
Okay.
I mean, you have a caller too.
I have a caller, too. I have Gary. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Hi. Good.
Good.
All right. So I got a question for you. So I heard that there's an additional $15,000 that you may get. How do you qualify for the additional $15,000?
Well, first of all, it depends on the county that you're in. So Duval County, you may qualify for 15. If you're in St. John's or Clay County, it's actually only 7,500 additional.
No, I think Clay County went up to 15.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, so
you're
St.
right, you're right.
John's, Nassau, and Baker are 7,500. But Clay got bumped up to 1,500, and 15,000 in Duval is also 15,000.
It depends on how much you earn and how many members there are in your family.
And you have to be a first-time home buyer, which actually doesn't mean that you never owned a home, but you can't have owned a home in the last 3 years.
And there is a qualification that you take a course. So you have to pay $30, I think, to take a course. The course is about 1 hour long. So to get that money is pretty good, pretty easy. So
it is pretty easy.
And
I thought it was
Were they talking about the extra $15,000?
Well, for both.
No, so if you're in Duval County, the city of Jacksonville has some additional money. So again, it's income driven. And so it is possible in Duval County to get a total of $30,000.
So the lower the income,
correct,
the more you. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So as an example, it's a family of 4 in Duval County. I believe the maximum that you can earn is $78,000 for a family of 4.
That's for the Florida bond. I don't think that's for the Jacksonville. I think it's lower. For the, I don't know what the number is. You know what, Gary? Why don't I call you after the show? Would that be okay?
Well, I'm actually on my way to work, but you can just give my number and call me Monday. It'll be fine.
Yes, that'd be fine.
Bottom line is, for all the other listeners,
I just want to make sure I gave you the right details.
There are qualifications for getting each of the loans.
Yes.
So, and it is income driven, and you do have to qualify not only based on income, but you do have to have a minimum credit score, because they don't give it to someone that has a 300 credit score. You do have to be able to pay the bills, and they put a loan, they put a mortgage on your home,
right?
But you don't make any payments on it, and you earn that money for each year that you're in the home. So if you're in the home for 10 years, you don't have to pay any of it back. If you sell the home within 10 years, then you have to pay some of the money back, or 5 years, you have to pay some of the money back after you sell it. But if you're in there for 10 years, you get to use that 15 plus 15 to buy a home, use as a down payment, what have you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I have a guess on your quiz.
Oh, good.
Okay.
What's your guess?
All right. So let's go with Connecticut.
Connecticut for the highest or the lowest?
Highest.
Actually, Connecticut is correct.
Yay, Gary! Way to go. Are you from that area?
No, I know where high taxes are either Massachusetts or Connecticut. So I just know where they get taxed the highest.
Yeah.
They do have high taxes. Their electricity costs are actually some of the highest in the nation, and their people seem to drive far to work, so their commuting costs are very expensive. So they actually are the highest energy costs in the nation.
Yeah. Well, that's
good
awesome.
guess. All right, so we still need the lowest. So we're going to send you back again for to get your address.
To Alan, and Alan's going to take your information so we can send you your prize.
Yeah, which is a tracking device.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. That was a great guess.
Thank you for calling.
Our government do that for us, though.
All right.
Thank you for calling in.
So we still need someone to call in and guess the cheapest place to for energy costs, and it may surprise you, or it may be very, very logical. So put your thinking caps on. May be very, very logical, or maybe not.
Let me go back and look at that answer.
Okay.
See how logical that was.
All right. Hey, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about some hot deals of the day. We also have
I wouldn't have guessed it.
Segment on, well, when I explain
why. I know. I read the why.
You will understand why.
Yeah.
We're going to come back and talk about, wish I had a realtor.
And we're going to talk about our open houses and where they are this weekend and to come out and meet our team because we're going to be out and about.
We're going to be out and about and on this beautiful weekend to go.
Selling houses. That's what we love to do.
Well, not only that, if you just want to get out and come and meet us and say hi, we'd like to do that. So stay with us, everybody.
Yeah.
We will be right back. Good morning, WBOB listeners. It's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I want to thank you for tuning in with us for our 5th year now. It's been such a great pleasure to be on the radio with you, giving you advice on buying and selling, as well as answering your questions on the air. Thank you so much for the trust that you have in us as professional, experienced realtors with over 20 years of combined experience. We want you to know that when it's time to sell your home, we want to be your realtor. We will focus on your home, your family, and your time frame. Our team will customize a marketing plan to give you the best exposure to get you the best price and have the best selling experience possible. Whether it's a condo or a house, a short sale or a regular sale, a $200,000 home or a mansion, you will get the same great service. Call us at 421-7950 and join the multitudes of others that have experienced the Angela and Howard Team Advantage. One of the most critical parts of buying or selling your home is the very last process. That's the closing process. Angela and I recommend Watson Title Services. They have the experience to handle any issue that can come up, and there is never an upfront fee to the seller. Whether you are using a realtor with the sale of your home or not, always ask for Watson Title Service to handle your closing. We do. Call them at 461-3220. That's Watson Title Services. There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years' experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046.
Angela Walker and Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. not only come to you every Saturday morning, but they would also like to work with you when you need them the most. That is, when you need to buy or sell a home. They pride themselves in giving you their very best effort every day and in every way. There are many realtors in the First Coast to choose from. Let them show you the Howard and Angela Team Advantage. Call them at 421-7950 or email them at realestateradio@yahoo.com. This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by Watson Title Services of Northeast Florida. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
I am always having fun during the break.
You are.
I am.
That coffee's still working for you.
Well, I stopped drinking it when you said that.
You know,
actually.
before the break, you said how smart you were.
Did I say that?
Have you ever...
Nobody else said that about me
Have
instead?
you ever made a mistake? It's a mistake.
There
you know, sometimes we do a segment that's called For Sale by Owner. Oh no, what do I do now? Wish I had a realtor. And this is one of those stories. You know, we tell these stories as a learning experience so that you will never have to say, wish I had a realtor. We got a call this week from one of our listeners. A month ago, he purchased a home in Orange Park. Now, this is specifically for Orange Park.
The town of Orange Park.
But it may apply in other places, and we'll get to why
You heard what I said. The town of Orange Park.
The town of Orange Park.
Not the city at large.
So a month ago, he purchased a home in Orange Park. Neither the buyer nor the seller were represented by a realtor. Okay?
Yep.
Now,
Was there a problem? I'm going to guess there was a problem.
You're going to guess there was a problem.
Tell me what the problem was, Howard.
Well, it was a different kind of problem. Apparently, the negotiations went well. That's good. They agreed on a price. That's good. There was even a seller's disclosure.
Yeah.
That's good and very unusual with no realtors involved. There was a prior roof leak that was disclosed and mentioned, disclosed, it was mentioned, and the seller had even put on a new roof. Even an inspection was done and a few repairs were done after the inspection. Everything was going great. The buyer loved the fact that the Homeowners Association was only $75 a year, and it was a voluntary Homeowners Association. You didn't have to pay it. The buyer and seller got along really well, even talked about their mutual love of fishing. The seller mentioned that he had a 22-foot fishing boat that he kept at the local storage facility. The buyer mentioned that he was going to extend the rear of the driveway for his 18-foot fishing boat. Everything was going great. Sounds great so
like
far, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The closing was at the end of June, and the buyer was going to be painting the house before moving in. So it's the second week of July. It comes along, and the buyer moves in. Now, he gets an interesting cold look from his next-door neighbor, followed by 2 different letters in his mailbox.
That's not good.
3 days later.
That's not good.
Now, one's from the Homeowners Association, and one is from the Township of Orange Park. The one from the Homeowners Association welcomes him to the neighborhood and asks him if he wants to join the Homeowners Association for that voluntary fee of $75. But it also points out the covenants and bylaws. So even though the association is voluntary, there are still covenants and bylaws. And they say that there is a prohibition of parking overnight any boat or recreational trailer in the neighborhood. Oh, my.
Yeah.
The second letter was from the Township of Orange Park, essentially saying the same thing about boat and recreational trailers in the entire township. Oh, no. Well, that's one of the reasons that he bought this house, so he could keep his boat at his house and save the cost of storage fees for his boat. Now he wants to sue the seller who knew that he had a boat because they had discussed it.
Well, here's the deal. We are not attorneys, and we cannot give legal advice. Now, no one can know for sure whether the seller was aware of the restriction in the HOA, the Homeowners Association, nor in the Township of Orange Park. Now, if the buyer had us as a realtor, we would have advised the buyer to review the covenants and deed restrictions to determine if there were any restrictions on the boats and or the trailers. Also, Howard and I knew about the general restrictions of the Township of Orange Park. Does your realtor know that?
Well, we don't know if all realtors know that, but we knew about it.
So what can this buyer do? Probably nothing except move his boat to a storage facility. An expensive lesson, to be sure.
Sure was.
Yeah. So as a buyer, you need a realtor on your side. Do you know, for example, that there is a gated community here in Northeast Florida that forbids motorcycles to be driven in the community? What if you bought a house there and the first day you tried to ride in your $30,000 Harley and only to be told that you can't bring it in? You need a realtor who knows that.
Angela and I never want you to say, uh-oh, wish I had a realtor.
That's right.
You know, these stories are told to,
help.
to educate you, to help you.
Right.
So
I dealt with 2 for sale by owners this week.
And
they needed realtors.
They needed help.
Yes.
And they could have had help with an experienced realtor. So, and even if you're dealing with a newer realtor, like, Rob is a new realtor.
What?
But he has a team of people that are experienced. So Angela has 20 years experience. I have like 10 or 12 years experience. So get with a team. If you're dealing with a new realtor, at least make sure that person has the background of help to to get great experience. So, don't worry about using Rob because he has a team behind him. He's new, but he is anxious. He is young. He really, really wants to help people as a buyer's agent. So we're going to put him out there with some people. Of course, Angela, you love working with buyers. I mainly do sellers.
I have a soft spot for buyers. I love sellers too, but I have a soft spot for buyers. I do.
And if you want to talk about the drumline and all kinds of stuff that goes on behind the scenes with the Jaguars, he can tell you about all sorts of stuff. So,
well, he can, but the cooler thing is he can tell you about real estate.
Yeah.
So he's knowledgeable. He's experienced. You said he's new, but you can be new and you can be experienced. And Rob's experienced because while he's been here a short duration of time, he still had multiple transactions. So
that's true.
He's ready to roll. So
he doesn't
need to just talk to you about his cool factor. He can really help a buyer find their dream home.
Yeah, he's had several transactions already under his belt.
I just said that.
Or under his drum.
Under his drum.
Under my sticks.
Under your sticks. There you go. All right. The important thing is that you need a realtor on your side, whether you are buying or selling. The most important transaction on your side.
We got to talk about how hot it is.
How hot is it? It is hot. And we got so many things going on.
We have 5
doing
open houses this weekend,
and
so we got to talk about
one
that.
at noon today in Palencia. Now, if you don't know where Palencia is, you should, because it is an executive gated community off of Phillips Highway down between Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Yes.
And it is a golf course community, and there's a house there that is way below the average price of homes there. It's about 4,000 square feet. And
almost 43, actually.
It is huge. It is gorgeous. It's a custom, well, it's not a custom home. It's a David Weekley home. If you know about David Weekley, they build really
nice construction.
Really nice homes. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. Take it away, Angela.
I'm thinking it was 4 bedrooms. Did you get that backwards?
I don't know.
I think you did. 4 bedrooms, plus an office, plus a flex area. This flex area is right next to the kitchen, and I love it because the kids could be playing there and you can be cooking. There's a huge bonus room upstairs, even a balcony. Has 4.5 bathrooms. So come out, see Howard today. He'll be there from 12 to 2. I'm going to be in Ironwood right off Gate Parkway. I have an amazing house there. The address is 8271. First Howard's address is 100 La Mesa. My address where I'll be is 8271 Hedgewood Drive, 3,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, low price at $379. I'm going to be there today from 12 to 2. Rob's going to be there tomorrow from 2 to 4. So come out and see us. That's a gated community, but when you get to the gate, there'll be instructions of how to call us to get the code to get in the gate so that you don't have to miss out on that opportunity.
And
then tomorrow, I'm going to be at 2415 Daniels Landing out in Eagle Harbor, and that's a real big house, got a private dock. And you're going to be at 1684 Village Way in the township of Orange Park.
Yeah, off of Kingsley. There are going to be signs pointing to that. It's a great house with a built-in hot tub in the floor. Oh, my
All of this
gosh.
is on our website, which is angelaandhoward.com. So if you missed it today because we're talking too fast, angelaandhoward.com. You'll find out where all the open houses are.
As we said, you need a professional on your side. You can call any of us after the show. The main number, 421-7950. By the way, the Van Wees are here to tell us all about what's going on in the financial sector. By the way, the lowest cost for energy, the contest, the District of Columbia. Why is it so cheap? The commute. Everybody takes the
metro.
subway.
Yeah.
That's right, everybody. So the Van Wees are smiling. I wonder if they guessed it.